Hey everyone, good morning. Mhm. Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, the best day of the week. How exciting. Hey Alexis. Mm. Hey Tivia. Hi. Good morning. I got my matcha, my vanilla sweet cold foam. Yes, you guys. Hey Roxy, good morning. Brianna Lacey, good morning. Mm. Hey Naima. Hi, Dana. Good morning, everyone. So, everything in my closet, when I go live, I only try to take setups where I actually see a setup, right? Or take trades where I see a setup. So, I do not recommend anybody just jumping into a trade because I get into a trade. Like, that's not really my purpose of being on live and teaching you. Now, of course, if you know the daily ICC method and you know, like, okay, I see what she's saying and you know why you're getting into a setup. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Actually, let me turn this down. Give me 1 second because y'all need to hear this. So thank you for letting me know. Okay. But yes, you guys. So if you are new here, no. So the way that I like to trade, I'm not the type of live trader who gets on and just will literally be jumping in and out of anything. So if you're familiar with the daily ICC method and you understand why I'm getting into a trade, um, then of course, you can enter as well. But I always say this is not financial advice. So I'm not on live for people to just jump into trades because I'm getting into a trade. Okay. So it's very, very important when it comes to trading that you know why you're doing what you're doing. So I just want to you know, make that known. Good morning, sis. I definitely see you. Unfortunately, my internet is not good because I'm still in Ray. Okay, nice. Well, thank you for being here. Good morning. Hi, Lorna. Good morning. See, Vania Alexandria. Good morning. Yes. See, my homework this weekend is to actually watch your video so I can see your strat because I'm still so confused. So, yes, you're going to be confused if you do not go through the material. I recommend anybody, that really wants to learn the daily SEC method to go through the material, right? Because that gives you your foundation. Because of course, if you jump on my lives or watch some of my videos that I already have posted, things can be a little bit confusing because trading can be confusing, right? I mean, trading is one of those things like you have to just develop the eye for it. So yeah, so that's understandable. So I think that's perfect. Definitely go through the study material for sure. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Oh, I could show people's comments. Oh, I didn't know that. Nice. Okay, good morning, you guys. Hey, hey. Oh, that's so cute. Let me see. How much do you have to start with? I'm just confused. I know about downtrend, uptrend. So if you don't even know anything other than an uptrend or downtrend, you should not be worried about how much to start with. And also, I will never give anybody advice on how much to start with, um, just because it is very, that goes into that territory of telling people what to do with their money. I am not in the business of that. So get your foundations together and worry about that aspect first. Do not even think about how much money to start with. But I will say this, you don't have to start with a lot of money. So I can say that, but I cannot tell anybody how much that they should start with. And yeah, so my Structure Lab Live intensive class, so that was a 3 session intensive. Okay, I used to do one-on-ones, my 3 session intensives. They used to be like 375. I had a plethora of them come through, and I loved helping every single last one of my members inside of the 3 sessions, the structure labs. But I wanted to create something where I could help a lot of people at one time because, like, I still get people asking me even today about one-on-ones. And so yeah, I would definitely say sign up for my Structure Lab Live, you guys. It's only $99, but it's literally like 4.5 hours of class, pretty much going through top to bottom. So if you've watched my material and you're still a little bit confused, or you feel like you need a little bit more um, of a personal experience, right? Like literally, you guys, top to bottom, we have full curriculum every single day. There's slides attached for people who are visual learners, and I also flip over to the live charts. I believe we caught a live trade, or I showed implementing a live trade, if I'm not mistaken, inside of the Structure Lab Live. So everyone, like there were over 40 people who showed up for that class. Everyone really, really enjoyed it. So I would say if you feel like you need a little bit more of like a one-on-one experience with myself, the Structure Lab Live would be a perfect way to go. And that is linked inside of my bio. And also the other thing too, you guys, you have to give yourself room, space, and time to be a beginner and to not know and to be confused. And you have to have a curiosity to just continue to show up. Okay. So that's really like the best piece of advice that I can give because people want to jump into trading and in 2 weeks have it figured out. Like I have people that really beat themselves up. And then when I ask, well, how long have you been trading? They'll tell me for a month. And I'm just like, you guys, we got to be like realistic, you know? Like nobody is going to figure it out um, just in 3 weeks. So yes, you guys. Let's see. Give me a second. Let me get back over here. Okay, and all right. So about the indicator, I want to get all of this out before we get going. So pertaining to the indicator, you guys, we had over 100 people try out the indicator for. It was supposed to be 24 hours, but we had to extend it because we had a day of just like full consolidation. And so with these 100 amazing, amazing contributors to, just really try it out, give us their pointers if there were any things that we needed to tweak or make better. We did get some really, really good suggestions, you guys. So the indicator will not be available today. I know. We told you guys that the latest we're shooting for Friday. But when you're trying to release something great, you want it to be great, right? So yes, you guys. So we are shooting for early next week. And also, if you're not a part of A Girl and Her Futures, the Discord, you can join the free access or the premium access because, of course, they will be the first to know as soon as it goes live. So I would definitely recommend joining the community. But the indicator is like literally on the cusp, you guys, of being released. So I'm super excited. And I'm just excited for everyone that tried it out as well. We got some really, really good feedback. Everyone loved it. So we love that. Let me see. And so the study material is all linked inside of my bio. So you can join the Discord. So all of the material is inside of my WAP, but you only have access to the WAP once you join the Discord. We have the free access Discord as well as the premium. The premium is only $24.99 a month. It will be going to $39.99 a month come August 1st because we're adding so much more study material. But I always tell people I have given everything for free. So if you don't feel like you want to invest $24.99 a month or $39.99 a month, you don't have to. Now, of course, you kind of have to weed through, my process, but and of course, inside the premium, everything is just packaged top to bottom, 14 videos, like strictly what you need. So really, I just like to let people choose what is best for them. And, we do have a lot of people who come over from the free side to the premium side because a lot of people who came from the free to the premium, they're telling all the free members, y'all need to be over here. So it's really, really good, you guys. So definitely want to get that all out. So yes, the educational videos are inside of my WAP. So they're linked through my Discord, but you can also find them through the WAP. And like literally, you guys, all the videos are me just annotating the charts, like 10 out of 10, like true educational content. There's no other people teaching anything. It's me teaching everything. All right. And I have more that I will be including there as well. Mm-mm-mm. So yes, you guys. So with all of that, let's see. 3 day intensive helped me so much. Yes, Angel, I'm so glad that it did. I'm sad, but I know you want it to be true. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Oh, you missed it. Oh gosh. Yes, she will be back, you guys. The indicator will be back. It will be back, and it will be great. Okay. Even better than how it was. So can you imagine that? Sheesh. Ooh. All right, you guys. So let's jump over to the charts and kind of get a gauge on some things. Let's see. What do we need to be looking for? So last night I did a little pop quiz inside of the Discord just to kind of see where people are. If they're seeing things correctly on the charts and so on and so forth. And I'm gonna hide some of these elements here. So give me 1 second. Hide that, hide that. I do have my note, I'm gonna hide that. So I do have that there. I'm gonna have this other note in these call outs. Okay, so last night, the reason that I did my pop quiz is because every time that price action is creating new market structure. Okay, if you're new here, put a one in the chat. You put a one or put some bubbles or something so I can know how many new people are here. I can get a gauge. Yes, the indicator is fire. Yes, I'm glad you love it. And I know your husband, he signed up too to try it out. Alexis, did he like it? Did he get enough time to really test it out, to really get a feel for it? Let me know. I was like, I love that. Couples coming together to trade, y'all. We love that. Okay, nice. Nice, you guys. Is this the real page? I feel like this live is pre-recorded. No, this is me. This is Daily in the Flesh, TT. Yeah, I have a lot of fake accounts. So is that enough proof I was able to answer your question in real time? But no, yeah, I have a lot of fake accounts. Sid, you not new, girl. Y'all see it. She's a pro at the Daily SEC strategy. Okay, thank God I got scared. No, you're fine. I really like earlier today, I was like, man, I got so many fake accounts. I don't know what is going on. I mean, if you don't have no fake accounts, you're not on your way, right? I don't know. I'm trying to find a good way to look at it, but I always try to tell people try to find the real one before you converse with anybody else because I'm not just entering people's DMs. Like everybody messages me. So I do not go out of my way to message people unless like you're in the community and you've added me, then I may check in. Hey, just checking on you, seeing how you're doing, so on and so forth. But I do not just, hey, so Bitcoin. No, absolutely not. So anybody messaging you about some Bitcoin or anything, block them, please. Please, you guys. Okay, so we have a few new people. He loves it. Nice, Alexis. Love that. Absolutely, G Child. Absolutely. So yes, you guys. So when it comes to market structure and price action, so the easiest way to think about price action is just what price action is structure that's currently being printed, right? So we don't know what future price action is going to do, what it's going to be. I don't like to try to be a genie to figure it out. I just follow what's happening currently, but I'm looking at clues from what has happened previously. Okay. So last night I did a little pop quiz because I was like, all right, before our external range swing high was up here and our external range swing low, I believe was down here, if I'm not mistaken, like around 28,673. And so we were still within a bearish trading range. And so if you're in the premium Discord, you can check out our previous live replays. And so we still had a bearish trading range. All right. So anytime I'm marking off my external range swing high and swing low, I'm utilizing this as my gauge to be able to give me a focal point on the charts, because all of this can just be very like, what is going on? You know what I mean? So I'm utilizing my range so I can intentionally be able to see, okay, overall we're bearish right now, or overall we're bullish at this current time. Okay. So we have our external range. I'm gonna write this down. We have our external range structure. I always get tripped up on spelling structure. And then we also have internal range structure. All right. So I always look at my external range structure as my destination, and my internal range structure as the journey. Okay. So this is what I mean by this. Being that previously, I'm not going to mark it. I'm going to just mark it with my little pencil. But being that previously our external range low was down here, our external range swing low, and our external range swing high was up here, my focal point went to, okay, I know within this bearish trading range, right? And it's a bearish trading range because price was making lower lows and lower highs here on the 4-hour time frame. All right. So I'm like, okay, I know that we're making these lower lows and lower highs. And of course, as we can see, we did start to get some upward momentum. But nonetheless, price still made its way down here below, excuse me, this previous 4-hour swing low. Okay. So I didn't care which way price was going to break out of. Price could have, continued to push to the upside, right? Price could have continued pushing to the upside and then gave us a break of structure out of this previous 4-hour swing high. Oh, you guys, this is good. This is really good. Or price could have done what it has decided to do, which was, shift back to the downside. Okay. And then give us structure out of this low. And so I would be anticipating price to continue pushing lower. All right. But being that this was my bearish trading range, I was expecting price to, of course, potentially keep going down, but I didn't care which way it went. I was going to follow market structure. Okay. Is that making sense for you guys? Let me know in the chat. I see so many equals on your chart, but when I'm looking at mine, I don't see them as clearly. Okay, so yes, you guys, my little tip that I use to make my candles like really, really delicious, perfect, swings are on point. There are no gaps in my chart. I utilize the no gaps candles indicator. Okay, actually I could do this to be easier. This indicator right here, it doesn't like change anything about how I trade, what I'm looking for, but all it does is it makes my candles very, very clean. Let me see. So I recommend anyone to get this indicator, you guys, because without this indicator, sometimes your candles and everything can look really, really just wonky, but this indicator just really cleans everything up. So exactly what you said, yours, like your equals don't look as clean. That's why I recommend that indicator. So definitely you guys download that indicator, okay? So let me see. Where was that? Okay, we got these notes. Okay, so yes, this is giving me my focal point, right? So as we can see, price started to pump to the upside, but eventually made her way back down. Now, when we incorporate the higher time frame ICC within this is what allows us to be able to see what we're currently dealing with within the interim of price, either making bullish structure or continuing to make bearish structure within our trading range, okay? So come last night, once we got a candle closure out of our previous 4-hour external range swing low, I deleted this level, okay? And I deleted this level up here. because I'm always marking my external range structure. Let me delete that. Okay. I'm always marking my external range swing high and swing low based off of where price is currently sitting. Okay. So this is going to be my highest point and my lowest point. So at the time it was like, yeah, at the time it was here. My lowest point was here and my highest point was here because price was kind of sitting like right here. And so this is showing me, okay, we've gotten a break of structure to the downside below this previous 4-hour external range swing low. Okay. Then of course, as I've always explained, just because we get a candle closure below an external range swing low, I still want to see some type of structure created. Okay, so that would be like our low, of course, and then a lower high of some sort, and then, you know, a lower low, because that lower high is signaling that sellers are popping up at that high, right? And more than likely want to continue pushing price to the downside. Now, just because we got this lower high, price is pushing to the downside, that does not mean that price is going to continue pushing to the downside indefinitely, right? Price can very much so whip back around and then start giving us bullish structure again. But at this current time, I would be looking to go short. All right. My bias is still going to be looking for shorts for my indication. Now, for my correction, I could take temporary buys, right, to go long, because your correction is always going against the trend. And then once we get our continuation starting, we can start pushing to the downside. All right. And so you're able to trade, you're able to copy trade funded and live accounts. So for my live account, I do not copy trade. I only have one live account. So yes, before evals, you can definitely copy trade as well. And also, you guys, inside of the free resources of my WAP, when you're a free member, I do have videos of people explaining my two favorite prop firms, which are Lucid and Apex. I'm still in the process of getting approved for like my own code for Apex, so that's a little process. But yes, you guys, but I do have some videos on there. I do not explain in depth because I only know the basics of the prop firms. So I wanted to provide resources for people that really want like deeper understanding of those two evals and just how they work, the payout structure. Once you get a payout, you know, how your buffer changes, all the things. So I would definitely say go to check that out. All right. So let me see. So does anyone have any questions pertaining to this? Oh, you're new. Hey, Dayli. Thanks for joining, Issa. But yes, you guys, it's like market structure. Once you understand market structure, especially when it comes to trading ICC, that makes things a lot more just understandable. All right, you guys. So I think we're good there. Okay. So now once we have this component marked out, right, our external range swing highs, you know, I'm looking at my overall bias. I'm like, okay, we're making lower lows and lower highs. Cool. Price is still giving me, you know, bearish momentum, right? So then next is when I would mark my 4-hour previous swing high and swing low. So let me see, I'm going to remove this. And this is like my other little markup, but basically price is still kind of continuing. So anytime, and this is the other thing, you guys, anytime prices create a new structure, we just continue moving to the right. Okay. I do not keep marks or markups on my chart too long. And especially like after today, everything gets deleted off my chart. Well, all my markups get deleted off my chart. Let's see. Yes, you guys, all markers get deleted off of my chart. I don't keep anything from 2 weeks ago, a week ago, sitting on my chart because it's really no longer relevant. But the only things that I will keep on my chart is if, let's say, if I had my external range swing high and swing low and price was like still just kind of bouncing between here, if I haven't gotten a break of structure to the downside or the upside, I am not removing my external range swings, okay? Because your external range swings, they're kind of like your guardrails, right? If you're continuing with your bias, my bearish trading range, or if we're getting ready to make a shift. All right. So, okay, so now this is when I will mark my previous 4 hour swing high and swing low. So last night, this was my previous 4 hour swing high and swing low. Okay. And this is when we observe the higher time frame ICC. Higher time frame ICC is like we're able to see, okay, am I in higher time frame indication? So, you know, it's fine for me to try to go short, or am I in higher time frame correction? Because this is the thing. If your overall indication is bearish and then you're trying to go short, but you're sitting inside of higher time frame correction, it's not going to be no good. Now, me, I'm a little bit more comfortable with doing that, but some people don't want to trade the correction. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so you get to pick and choose how you want to show up when it comes to trading the daily ICC method. Okay, but this just gives us our overall gauge as to what phase of higher time frame ICC we're in, because ICC technically plays out on every single time frame. All right. So being that this was our most recent swing high, my previous swing high would be here. Because when it comes to marking up your previous swing highs and swing lows, you're really marking, like you're looking from the right to the left. So instead of our typical looking from the left to the right, when you're marking previous 4 hour swing highs, you're looking from the right to the left. You need to see, okay, this is what happened currently, what happened previously, all right, for our previous swing high or previous swing low, okay? So we have, where is mine? Oh, that's most recent. So this is my previous 4 hour swing high. And then, good. All right, and then our most recent swing low is here. So my previous swing low would be right here. It's kind of right next to it. All right. And so if I'm not mistaken, on the 1 hour time frame, I think we were in some consolidation. So let me pull up the daily ICC indicator. I think so, if you guys don't quote me. So let's see. Because as we can see, it's like we got to, yeah, this was like a little indication. But really, when it comes to higher time frame ICC, I like to see a nice strong push out of a previous swing low or swing high, right? So this little swing is like, okay, yeah, we indicated to the downside. It's a little weak, but all right, indicated, corrected, pull down, you know, more bearish structure, fine and dandy. So let's see, let's drop down to the 1 hour. So I believe that there was. And this markup is from yesterday as well. So I'm actually going to hide this. Actually, no, I won't hide it. All right. Let me go back here. So yes, you guys, so let me see. Yeah, this was kind of some equal highs. Because I have the consolidation boxes set for consolidation ranges, right? So, and this is actually really, really cool, you guys, because it's like if price or if you get a candle that closes, and then it's kind of like you don't get a nice strong expansion away from like that previous swing, so on and so forth, it will put a consolidation box. But I always say you want to double check it, right? Because yeah, this right here, the expansion wasn't really too drastic. So we got this low, lower high, higher low, higher high. We did get equal highs here, so a consolidation box was placed here also. So anywhere you start getting equal highs and equal lows, you want to just make sure you're like observing, okay, let me make sure, let me break out of this consolidation box, right? But when it comes to the daily ICC method, even if we have a 1 hour consolidation box, we'll still trade a 4 hour swing that may be sitting within that consolidation box. Okay. So yes, you guys, let me see. And so the updated indicator is not ready yet, you guys. I spoke on that at the beginning of this live, just to kind of let you guys know we had over 100 people who tried out the indicator. So she will be out this upcoming week, you guys, early this upcoming week. But we definitely just wanted to make sure all of the kinks were worked out. Mm-mm-mm. And yes, I do. I do have a video. I have my full setting up trading view video. And I do go over, how to customize your settings. Of course, your color palette, you have to come up with that yourself. Like I went through a lot of different colors to get to my chart the way it is today. So, you just kind of have to play around with different color combinations and go over it that way. It's going to be a long week. No, it won't. It won't be a long week. It won't be a long week. It won't be. Oh gosh. You guys, the indicator will be out soon. Don't y'all want it to be right? Because I don't listen. I'm not a perfectionist, right? But I like things to be done correctly. So one thing I will not do, never do, is put out something that I do not feel is 100 out of 100. I don't even want it to be 95 out of 100. It has to be on point, okay? So trust me, it is going to be worth the wait, you guys. It's going to be worth the wait. But I love that everyone who tried it out loved it. They're ready for it. I'm excited because when I use it, I'm just da 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 da. Oh, got an alert. Let me check it. So I definitely cannot wait for it to be released, you guys. But listen, it's the weekend, so I want you guys to relax for this weekend. If some of you want to study, do some studying, so on and so forth, do that. But once this baby drops, it's gonna be amazing. Okay, so it's gonna be worth the wait. So just enjoy your weekend. Who knows? It may be ready on Monday. Okay. But once she's good to go, it's gonna be perfect. Oh goodness, you guys. 1 second. Yep, and you can have it on your chart and still get alerts. Yep, that's true. See it. Maybe I need my charger ASAP. Okay. 1 second, you guys. I may have to run out really quick. ASAP. I need you to run in my bedroom, grab my computer charger, please. Yep, it is. Definitely love it. Yes, we love that. Hurry, hurry. And like literally, I ran out. And when you bring it, just like through the door. Nobody in there. Okay. But yes, you guys. So once it's out, it's gonna be 10 out of 10. Okay. Mm, let me see. Okay. Make sure what was some of these questions. Thank you. Most of the- All right. All right, you guys. Whew. Okay, let me turn on my video here. Getting it together, y'all. Thanks for being patient. We love that. Okay. Literally, as soon as I plugged it in, went right off. Okay. Let's see. Can everyone hear me? Can you guys hear me okay? Trying to get my chart back up on the screen, you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay, sorry if this. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay. Yes. Okay. Perfect. 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 So, sorry if this is repetitive. Hi, Lai. Hey, girl. Good morning. Sorry if this is repetitive. I just joined the live. No, you're fine. You're fine, Sanaya. Okay. So, I'm not for sure what a lagging indicator is. Can someone educate me on that? What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, let's see. Okay. So, okay, so we're back on this 4 hour vacation continuation. So yes, you guys, I'm trying to, because like I said, I like to see a nice strong push. So it's kind of like, well, technically, we could be in our higher time frame correction because we did get our strong push out of this previous 4 hour swing low here, right? And let me check out the 15 minute where people can't take a trade because the indicator is low. So, oh yeah, no, yeah, daily SEC indicator on point. So it's absolutely not a lagger, you guys. And I want to check one thing really quick. And you guys, yesterday we had so many setups that played out. I think it was like maybe 6 or 7 daily SEC trades that played out. 2 were losses. And that's what I say as well about this strategy. It's like the days when prices really move and you get so many opportunities for entries. So let's see. What time frame do you monitor market? Oh, she's talking to Steve. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, you guys, it's like we could be in that higher time frame correction. But here on the 15 minute, we're still getting lows. Like I don't really have any higher lows or anything. So I wouldn't really be looking to try to take any temporary or intermediate longs at this time. So really, I would just be waiting to see a little bit more structure because price could very much flip right back to the downside, and then give us more bearish structure. So anytime I'm feeling like I'm not really too for sure, I'm not really seeing what I need to see with clarity, that's when waiting, right? Waiting is the name of the game. And also, you guys, like, there's been more times than not while being here on live, I do not have a clean entry. I do not have a clean setup. But maybe like an hour after I get off of live, um, setups will show up, and me in the chat are getting into them. So yes, you guys. So really, it can just be a waiting game. It's waiting to see what price wants to do. But in the in between time, see, I can kind of go over some trades that paid out yesterday. 6 p.m. Oh, and so another thing is like I kind of get questions about the multi-level trap, right? So I know yesterday, I want to say, was it around here? Yeah, it was around here. I'm going to save my chart. But yes, you guys, if you're on right now and a lot of this is confusing, go through my study material. Like, the study material is going to make everything make sense because it's just going to make everything make sense. It's like I can't go over everything step by step because there's intricacies, there's things that you have to look for, but the majority of what I go over, my external range swing high, swing low, previous 4 hour swing high, that's really kind of like the meat and potatoes. Let me see, let me get this person out of here. And then I'll go to meetings. This person, someone know who that is. Sorry, you guys, these bots are really getting out of hand. I'm just like every day I'm blocking maybe like 3, 4 people a day. Very frustrating. But let me see, where was I at? Oh yeah. So of course that's kind of like the meat and potatoes, right? But people are still very confused on that because they don't fully understand market structure. Like to me, marking your external range swing high, swing low, previous 4 hour swing high, swing low, waiting for a nice, strong, juicy indication, then a correction, then a continuation. Like it's very, very simple. It's oversimplified, right? And also, if you've been trading and your strategy happens, stop. If you want to try to learn the daily ICC method, stick with that. If you want to try to learn how to do supply and demand, stick with that. I would say anybody that's on here right now, if you trade anything else, unless you know for a fact I'm not getting good results with this other thing that I'm trading, I would say leave. I would say don't even be here. Because strategy hopping is what's going to not help you in the long run. Okay? Because a lot of people jump from thing to thing to thing, but it's like you have to dedicate time to a strategy for a period of time, 2 months, a month, 2 months, 3 months, even like because market conditions are always different. Every month is something different. Some months you're gonna be hitting them, right? Your setups are gonna be presenting themselves. Other months it's like you may have to pivot, right? Because you may see a new pattern show up. Now you have to make the adjustment. So I always try to tell people like, do not strategy hop, you guys. Do not strategy hop. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, so I do get asked about the multi-level trap. And this is something that can show up from time to time on the charts. Where is this at? Yesterday? That was yesterday. So give me a second, y'all. I want to find it. Come back here. Okay. I'm going to drop down to my 1 minute time frame. Mhm. Okay. So yes, you guys. So this was a little multi-level situation. Okay. So not too far off from when market closed, well, 4 p.m. yesterday, we had our indication, right? And so, yeah, this is why I cannot wait for you guys to get the indicator. But we got our indication. Okay. Price did all of this pushing to the upside. Finally made its way all the way back to this swing. And this is why I always tell my members like, when you see a daily SEC setup, if everything else, all the other boxes check off, enter the trade. Like, do not overthink it. I had a couple of trades yesterday. I only won 2 trades yesterday, but I could have won 5 trades, okay? Because a few of them I was like, the human element, right? But you cannot do that. You have to literally see the trade, take the trade. Like literally see the trade, take the trade, okay? And you don't get to pick and choose, oh, this is going to be the one that goes. If it follows all of the steps, right? The daily SEC checklist, see the trade, take the trade, okay? I'm gonna make that like a slogan. I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt. See the trade, take the trade. All right. So we got our indication back here, 4 p.m. So then price finally made its way back to this swing. Okay. Gave us our correction on the 1 minute time frame and then our continuation candle. And then of course price retested this swing. Then of course our daily SEC bull entry shows up. Price did pull back a little bit, but when it comes to M and Q, our 30-point stops really tend to save us. And as we can see, price did not hit our stop loss. And instead, price pushed to the upside, 1 to 2. Price did make its way up to 1 to 3, but I like to just get out of my trades at 1 to 2, which are 60 points. So yes, you guys, this is all that multi-level. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, multi-level or just how price can give you an indication prior and then price still making its way back to that swing. Okay, because here within this one candle on the higher time frame, it looked like this candle was like closed through. Now this level is no longer valid, but this level was still valid. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, honey. Safe parlay. Thanks. And actually, let me check something because I pray I'm not echoing. Okay, nope, I'm not. Okay, perfect. Um, but yes, you guys. So on the higher time frame, it looked like this candle, like the 1 hour candle, closed through the swing and it was no longer valid. But anytime, and this is why also you got to be on that 1 minute too, just looking, just to double check things, right? Because yeah, this swing here, if you're on the 1 hour, you're like, oh, that's closed through, right? But then when price make its way back down here, it's giving us our correction and continuation. So we can then enter the trade for our long. All right. So those are just like one of the little nuances of the daily SEC method. But when I tell you guys we're developing so many new entry models, like we literally just shared with a few of our members inside of the Discord, like something else that we've discovered. And we literally had a winning trade this morning, went 1 to 3. And then there was another winning trade right after it. So we're going to share that with you guys after we do, more research on that. But with the daily ICC method, you guys, yeah. So if you're not inside of a girl and her features, you need to be, you guys. You need to be. I'm so serious. Like, because it's not just about teaching market structure and price action, it's like literally giving you an entry model. And that's what most people struggle with is an entry model. Where do I enter? When do I enter? The daily ICC method gives you like clean cut entry model. If you see these certain things happen, entry model. If you go on and decide to become a member inside the Discord, you can get the indicator for $24.99 a month. Entry model. You'll be able to use the indicator. Entry model. Now, For the indicator, you don't have to be a Discord member. You could be free or premium Discord member, or you could not be inside of the Girl in Her Futures community at all. Um, but you get an entry model. I don't think people understand how powerful that is. To like know exactly when to get in, where to get in. Yeah, it's yes, you guys. Let me see. So I understand marking the charts on each time frame, but what time makes the most sense before market open or the night before, etc. So anytime that I get on the charts, I am marking it up, or I already have my markup from the previous night. And so I'm just kind of observing market structure from that focal point. So literally, your markup is just carrying you through. It's carrying you. It's the same difference as like paying attention to market structure, what happened previously, and now I'm using that as my guide to observe what's going to happen in the future, right? So like, let me see. Let me try to pull something up. Give me 1 second. So it's like, for example, right? If I'm on my higher time frame and I mark up my external range swing high, swing low. Let me clear this up. Give me 1 second. Okay. So let's say I'm here on my charts. I mark up my external range swing high, swing low. Then I mark my previous 4-hour swing high, swing low, right? And then I see price indicated. Okay. Or let's say I marked this previous swing. You know, I couldn't have marked that yet until this showed up. But let's say, okay, I see I got my indication to the downside. Now, if I'm on the 1-hour time frame, I'll be able to visually see, all right, price appears as if it's trying to make some relatively equal lows here. I already have everything else previously marked up, right? Got an indication. Now, okay, we get some equal lows. Price is getting ready to break this swing high. I feel a little comfortable going long here, right? Because the correction appears as if it's possibly getting ready to come. Okay, so you're utilizing your building blocks, right? Even over here, we got this higher low printed. This higher low is higher than this low back here. So this is a signal, okay, the correction is getting ready to start. If price indicates to the downside, I know my correction, I can look to go long. All right, and this is the 15-minute. The only thing that I look for in the 15-minute is the observation of a potential market structure shift getting ready to happen. All right. And a market structure shift is if you get a, let's see, if you have a downtrend and then you get a higher low, right? Got a little higher low there. So that's signaling to me buyers are trying to step in because the buyers sit at the lows, and vice versa. If I have an indication to the upside, my correction is going to be pushing to the downside. So I will be looking for a lower high to be made somewhere on that 15-minute time frame. So I can literally, or you can literally get on the charts at any time, mark up your charts, and utilize that as your gauge for what you should be looking for to happen next. So it doesn't matter when you mark up your charts, honestly. So yeah, let me know if that makes sense. And no, I'm not on the charts throughout the day. Mm-mm. But yeah, we definitely used to be. Before the indicator was created, we literally used to be on the charts like all day. And I just now feel like we're getting to a place where like we can just relax, wait for the setup. I can be in the Discord reading stuff. You know, I get emails, I get messages inside the WAP, I get DMs all the time. Like, so I get to facilitate all that different attention everywhere else, instead of just having to sit on the charts all day. So yes, you guys. Yes, perfect. I can't wait. Perfect. So no, you don't have to have a lot of money to start, but you do want to have as an edge. It's not about the money. Like, let me not say that because I hate when people say it's not about the money. Trading is about the money. People want to make money. But when I say it's not about the money, don't make the money your focal point. Do not make the money your focal point. Make your focal point learning a strategy. That's why I do recommend paper trading if you do not have a good strategy. If you don't know how to read market structure or price action, you guys do not even think about trading your actual money. Okay. And also, I really recommend getting a prop firm once you have the concept or idea down of a strategy that you can implement. Because I don't feel like people should get a prop firm or an eval and you can't read market structure. It's like, to me, it just don't make sense. Now, of course, you can learn as you fall. Like, that's kind of how I did it. But yeah, I went so hard. And if you're not the type of person to like really go hard in your learning and implementation, stick to paper trading. Just get that part down. Like, make sure you're able to read an uptrend, a downtrend, consolidation, liquidity zones, right? Buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity, like all of these little ICT concepts, market structure shifts. Once you can understand that, then get your eval. And honestly, you can understand market structure in like a couple of weeks. Honestly, a couple of weeks. So you could possibly get an eval in a couple of weeks, but give it time. Purchasing a 50K prop firm, do we still need to purchase a trading view plan and purchase CME? So you do still have to purchase a trading view plan. Also, you would have to check with your like eval provider if they supply CME for you. Um, so yeah, because I know before I even understood the whole CME concept, I did pay for CME, but my eval provided it. So Apex and Lucid, we do provide it, so you don't have to pay for it. But I just wanted to pay for it because I do paper trading and stuff like outside of my prop firms, so that's why I still pay for it. Yes. And for anybody that does not know, CME, like if you're new to trading, you can get on your TradingView account and you can have delayed data. And a lot of people don't know that. So if you have delayed data, you're not able to effectively paper trade back. Well, you could back test, but you can't effectively paper trade, so on and so forth. So definitely, you guys go and check out my full like setting up TradingView video that I have posted on my YouTube channel. It's like a 40-minute video. And I just go over all of those basics and things that you need to know. And so CME is only $7 a month. Trading View is also $14.99 a month for the essential plan. I don't have the essential plan, y'all, but you can start with the essential plan. You don't need the $70 plan. You don't need anything else, okay? So give me 1 second, actually. So do you not recommend trading block like a trading block like 9:30 to 11? Um, so that's really personal preference, right? If you want to trade New York session, that's fine there. If you want to trade Asia, you can do that as well. Like Sia said, the daily ICC method works during all sessions. So like we have people who only trade Asia, we have people who only trade New York, we got people who only trade London. And so that's the other really cool thing. Like the daily ICC method is not only for New York Open or so on and so forth. Yes, G Child, this is MNQ. I trade MNQ. Only MNQ. I've dabbled elsewhere, but I just really, really enjoy MNQ. So let me see. But me, I don't really like to trade after noon. Sometimes we can find like a pretty good setup, but for the most part, I just like to be on during the morning and then off. Because it's like I don't want to make trading my entire like it just takes up all my day. I don't want that, and I don't want that for anybody else. I feel like you definitely have to make time for other things, right? You want to go do other things. I'm learning how to trade options. So I can't speak on options, the brown bar. I'm not for sure about how options work. But if I had to guess, I would say possibly just because you guys still utilize TradingView as well. But that's a question that you can definitely Google. So I'm not for sure. Mm-mm-mm. We want to take care of something really quick. Mm, mm, mm. See, where is my? Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me check something. Mm. Okay, I'm learning on Robinhood and Thinkorswim simultaneously. Okay, nice. So yeah, I'm not too for sure about Robinhood or Thinkorswim. And I heard Thinkorswim is like very complicated to learn. So kudos to you for figuring that out. I heard it's like an old school type of infrastructure. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So how many of you guys are still learning market structure? Or do you guys feel as though you have a pretty good gauge on it? Drop a two in the chat. Mm-mm. Two. Okay. Um, wish you could. It is very technical, but there are learning videos on the site. Mm-hmm. Nice. I think most people know how to speak. Just found your page on my FYP. Well, welcome, the Goo girl, the hair, that what that say? That Geo girl, the hairstylist. Hey, I was like, Goo girl don't sound right, but hey, glad you're here. No, I have to. Let me see. And so, if you're new here, you guys, what has piqued your interest about trading? Like, what's making you interested in trading? What's your why? I feel like when people understand their why, hey, do you only trade on the 1 hour? So I mark up my time frames on the 4 hour time frame and the 1 hour time frame, but all of my entries are on the 1 minute time frame. And really, the only thing I'm looking for on the 1 hour time frame is just marking my support and resistance levels, just any areas that price could potentially reverse. That's really all that I mark on my 1 hour. So, like for example, like this. And it's almost like at this point, I don't really mark it because I just see it. So I don't really mark it all the time. But like here, getting double alerts. Okay, so hold on. Let's see what's happening. Let me put my thing back on. Let me check something. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, 4 hour swing low. Haven't gotten a payout yet. Frame is coming soon. Wow. So have you been trading consistently, Gio? Okay, so this is a indication. I'm gonna have to double check that. Hmm. Correction. Okay, so indication. Correction. Hmm. 1 second, you guys. I'm trying to see. Now, as stated, we have not gotten, let me see, have we gotten a higher low? No, we still have this lower low. 28,554.25. 4-hour swing low. What time is that? 6. Hmm. 6, 9. That's 9. 30. Okay, so you guys, it could be potential entry here. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna take it. 39 seconds. Let me see if my correction. 30 points. It literally kissed 30 points. So, ooh, you guys, hold on. I'm not logged in. What's going on? I'm gonna be able to catch this. 1 second, y'all. One second, y'all. I gotta get logged in. Guys, I'm trying to get in on my phone. It didn't tag me in yet, but I'm logging into my account. I will be looking for a sale. Hey, TD, baby. Hi. Are you still out of town? I was just thinking about you yesterday. Hey. Let's see, y'all. 1 second, y'all. I think, hold on, let me see. Okay, so someone said, I think I was confused when you said you got your indication around 4 p.m. So yeah, sometimes you could still get an indication in like the previous session, but market structure is still playing out. Like market structure is still, doing this thing leading into the next. Look at this baby too. It didn't tag me in, but bus pass would have worked for this trade. Did it hit TP? No, it didn't hit TP, but got really close. But yeah, but just market structure, right? And this is why I said we're able to trade any session because market structure is always printing new setups and new structure for entries at different times of the day. So yeah, we had got that indication at 4. Price made its way up from like 4 p.m. to 5, and then come 6 p.m. like price started making its way back down. And then around 6:30 or 6:45 is when we had got our correction. So yes, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. Because for some reason it's not loading on that page. Let's see. Okay. I think you guys can see this chart. But yes, you guys. So a bus pass is when price gets like really close to here. Like really close to your entry. It's like I could have gotten in with my bus pass, and then I probably would have took TP all the way down here. So we'll see. If price pulls back and stops me out, that's fine too. I'm up like $800 on the day, so I'll risk a little 332. So we'll see. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, you guys. Okay, let me see. Okay, so mm-mm-mm. I think I have to go through all the material again this weekend because I finally get the method, but I'm entering losing trays for some reason, or they don't hit 1 to 2. Maybe I'm not reading structure yet. So send me like some previous trays that you've gotten into. Send me some screenshots. Send me some screenshots so I can see. Um, oh, you know what, y'all? Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Okay, I gotta update my screen here on YouTube. So 1 second, you guys. Mm-mm. Nope, I want my new screen. Yes, I traded this morning. I'm tired. That's how it be. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I don't know why I keep throwing the same screen up. So let me see. Oh, what the Lord told me to very clearly. That's how it be. I have an issue with 1 and 2 as well being hit. Hmm. So yes, you guys, if you're inside of the Discord, y'all can't hear the music. Okay, hold on. See, I thought the music was playing. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. I'm about to get y'all right. No, I think the music is playing. Hold on. Let me check. Mm-mm-mm. Let me double check. Double check. Double check. Mm, double check. I think I see what it's doing. Because it's definitely playing, but it's like I only hear it when I say something. So yes, you guys, I'm just waiting to see if and this is the thing, all of the lights. It's not about the music. So if you're here for trading, you're here for trading. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. It's probably doing that because I'm talking. See video. Mm-hmm. So yes, you guys, I don't know if it's gonna come and tag me in or if the bus pass was gonna be it. So we shall see. I wish I had my hmm. You know what? Let me try one thing. While I'm sitting here waiting to see if I get tagged in. Let's see. It's actually, let me double check. Because I know for a fact, you guys should try. Is she gonna tag me in? Maybe, maybe not. Press let her play around right at your entry. Okay. So yes, you guys. Now we're gonna see TP or stop loss. Where's she gonna go? Oh shoot, you guys can't see it. Nobody told me nothing. Okay. There we go. So yes, y'all. Yeah, that's interesting because when I tested it earlier, it was working on the TikTok. And like before I switched the screen over to this screen, I was able to hear it on TikTok as well. So I'm not sure why. I don't know. Let's see. Bus pass went to TP or very close to it. Yeah. So that's why you guys, I mean, we'll see if price it tagged us in, so we'll see if price makes its way back down here because it's like usually when you get that indication correction continuation, price loves to come back, pull back, tag you in, and then either go to TP at that point. So that's why I really like to wait to just let price tag me in fully. But yeah, y'all, we'll see what she do. We'll see what she do. Buyers and sellers, they look like they're tussling around, but we'll see. Hmm. Yeah, music is not playing. You want to sell? Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. I am in a sale, you guys. Yeah, music is not playing. My husband is in a sale. Okay, we love that. That's it. Finished wrong. Either way it go, you guys, this trade I'll still be in the green. So no worries there. But yes, I love that. I love when I hear that couples are trading together. So love that. See? Mm-mm-mm. Let me check over there. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it was a smidge more than 30 points, but sometimes it's like when it's right there at it, it's like, okay. And also, like I said, we are kind of back testing something too. So yeah, we'll see. Mm-mm-mm. And buyers and sellers, they look like they tussling a little bit. Sellers trying to push her down. This. Sell at 25, 651. Nice. Nice, you guys. This is Trading View. Mm-hmm. Trading View. I actually did hear some people say Tracy, but I'm not really too familiar with Tracy. Um, but I believe it's like an alternative, just like Trading View. But I just like to stick with the OG. And also, you guys, another indication, smaller correction, continuation was made. Um, so yeah. So we shall see what she wants to do, y'all. She gonna snatch up our stop loss? Are we gonna be liquidity today? Or will TPB hit today? More shall be uncovered here on A Girl and Her Futures. Let's see. Yes, this is futures. Yes, this is a short. See. It's coming out. I think I answered this. Yeah, this is a short trade. All right, y'all. We got liquidity just now. That's okay. And now the kicker becomes, is she gonna keep going? Who knows? But you know what I won't do? Get back in it. Okay. So I thought I see already played out this 38. So this is a 4-hour swing. So we did get a new indication, got a little correction. So yeah. So your 4 hours are always as long as you don't have a full, let me double check something really quick. Oh God, you need to check that. Message. Discord. Favor. So yes, you guys, create a favor. Okay. Let's see. But yes, you guys. So now we just sit back and we wait. Okay. So now we wait. We wait for new structure. We wait to see. Okay, what's getting ready to happen next. I like how the test you are. Yeah. So this is the thing, y'all. We've done so much back testing. And you know, I used to say you want to win more than you lose, but actually that's not accurate. When you're shooting for 1s to 2s, you're able to actually lose more than you win. You will still end in the green. Okay, so it's like trading, you're guaranteed to lose. So it's almost like now I have the thought process of like I'm expecting to lose whenever I get into a trade. As wonky as that sounds, but it's like I'm expecting the trades not to work out. When they do, it's like, okay, nice surprise. We love that. Market analysis, everything was T. But when it comes to the charts, you just can't. You can't. Yeah. But yeah, yesterday though, when I got out of a trade early, I was like, Dayli, why did you do that? But yeah, but losing trades is kind of like, it is what it is at this point. I done lost so many trades, y'all. One enough, but losing is just a part of the game. It was 5 minutes. Okay, nice. And really, I only like to look at my 15 because my 15 like shows me my meat and potatoes, because here on the 15-minute, we still just had this low, right? So I didn't have any higher low here on the 15-minute. So I don't really look at the 5-minute. There's been other trades I've gotten into, even though structure was still giving me, like my lowest point was a low, even though price is pulling to the upside, price would still give us the trade, right? So the only time I really am like, I'm not gonna take it is if I get a higher low or some sort of just indication like, okay, yeah, like buyers are definitely sitting at this low. So still having this lower low here, I felt like, okay, well, let's do it. But yes, you guys. Do you enter every trade you get on the indicator? I do not. Nope, I do not. The indicator tab. I made 24K today. Nice, Zaina. And so is that with a live account or? Let me see. Yeah, it's inside the indicator channel if you're watching. She just left a message in there. But yes, I do not enter every single trade. Absolutely not. Have an issue on the Swiss video. But yes, you guys, when it comes to trading though, it is definitely it's gonna stretch you in a lot of different ways. So I'll say if you're looking to get into trading, you have to just go through the process. You have to go through the flow of everything that trading is going to bring your way. You have to just go through it. Like I always say, it's almost like a rite of passage. Like you just have to go through it. Okay? So when you lose, don't fret. Like someone just yesterday, they were explaining how like they feel like they missed the good trades, and then like when they enter a trade, it doesn't go right. It's like you cannot feel like that. You just got to see the trade, take the trade. Even if you make a mistake, risk management. So you just have to be okay with that. But at the end of the day, trading is really about just managing your risk, like managing your risk. So even though this trade didn't go, still up 460 bucks on the day. So I'm not mad at that. 460 bucks in a day, that's not a little bit of money. So that's okay. Good morning, sorry I'm late. Hi, Shy. Did you finish going through the Structure Lab Live? Are you still making your way through, girl? Let me know. And I love seeing your notes as well. I was like, she over there getting it. We love that. This is futures. Trade futures. This is M&Q. And actually, I want to pull up. Let's see this other trade too that we took that was pretty clean. And so, you guys, I do want to go over really quickly. Let's see, when was this? 24, 24. Oh, that was going into the 24th. Okay, let me see. It would have been here. And yeah, you guys, I'm gonna figure out this audio on TikTok. So M&Q is the NASDAQ. A lot of people call it the nasty NAS. And so like the NASDAQ, S&P 500, these are just like a plethora of different companies and stakeholders and all the things. And the stock market are basically, shares are being traded. So it's almost like you have a temporary interest in these companies that you're able to, I don't want to say bet against other people, but it's kind of what trading is. It's like, well, futures. That's what trading futures is. But I want to show you guys just the entry model aspect of the daily SEC method. And again, the daily SEC method just gives you your visual, clean cut entry model. If you don't see these things show up on the chart, you do not enter the trade. Okay? Then, so last night, price was pumping to the downside, right? And I believe we got an entry. Is it at this 1 hour low or 4 hour? And so, oh, okay. Actually, yes, you guys. So this is another thing that can happen as well. So this is an example of multi-level traps. Some of the members inside of the Discord did catch this trade last night. And so we have, okay. So when it comes to your multi-level trap, right? Usually whenever price indicates out of your first swing, right, there's a higher swing. Now, there could have been a daily SEC trade that played out at this swing previously. I'm not for sure. I would have to double check that. But usually, personally, I like to wait. Okay. I like to wait for price to either pull back, give me my correction at the previous swing before, entering to continue to the downside or in alignment with the trend at that time. Okay, but price did indicate out of the first swing and it indicated out of this second 1 hour swing low. But the daily SEC method played out at the second swing. Okay, so this again is just one of those nuances of the daily SEC method. But this is our entry model. When price is making its way down to our pre-indication levels or previous swing high or previous swing low, we always wait for our indication, which is a 1 minute candle closure, then a correction, which is 1 minute candle closure. I know I'm kind of marking both, but 1 minute candle closure, right? So in this case, it would have been a bullish candle. And then our continuation, which was here, it's just a 1 minute candle closure. Okay. So that's the daily SEC method. Now, me personally, I love to just let price tag me in, but we do have some members that use the bus pass, and that's just that's entering the trade like 5 points earlier instead of waiting for price to pull all the way back to tag you in. But yes, you guys, and then we have our 30-point stop. And I did tell some people inside of the group that we are, of course, back testing other instruments. I spent a lot of time, you guys, on M&Q, like 6 months, damn near. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Dang on near, okay? And it's like, I spent a lot of time with this instrument. So when it comes to MGC, MES, I do like MES as well. I don't really trade it, but just doing back testing on these other instruments, because I know everybody doesn't like M&Q, and I would love to find other instruments where we kind of learn the dance with those as well, because this strategy, it plays out on different, really all instruments, right? So like, for example, if I were to go to gold, let me see. Now my numbers wouldn't be the same. Like I wouldn't do a 30-point stop loss on gold. You know what I mean? But let me see, because I know on gold I do like 5-point stop loss, 10-point TP. But 1 second. Here we go. But there are daily SEC setups playing out on gold as well. It's like you get that indication, correction, continuation. All of these different swings. That looks like that's consolidation. Uh-oh. Nope, cancel. Let's see. But yes, you guys, but the same exact sequence is happening on different instruments. Indication, correction, continuation. Indication, correction, continuation. So on and so forth, okay? So it's just learning the dance with these different instruments. So yes, you guys, but definitely if you all have been interested in learning, just what to look for on the charts, market structure, price action, but also an entry model that's going to allow you to be able to see, okay, I got these three confluences. This is what I'm supposed to be entering my trades. Also, you guys, psychology is very, very important. You're not going to win every single trade. So, and I always love to remind people you cannot get so emotionally charged, right? This morning, I was liquidity. It is what it is. Nobody is going to get into trading and just all the time be hitting TP, never take a loss. So it's like you have to mentally tap into something else. I don't know what that something else is, but that's why I recommend to read trading psychology books. I love to read. I love to listen to audiobooks. So I love to listen to Trading in the Zone as well as Best Loser Wins. You have to be the best loser. Okay. The only people who have become successful, they have lost a plethora of times. All right. Nobody that you see today that's making thousands of dollars on the charts never lost. Okay. And if somebody is pretending like they've never lost, you need to run. You need to run very far. Okay. Because that's extremely unrealistic. So yes, you guys, you just got to tap into something else mentally and just continue to show up for yourself. And also I watched a psychology video yesterday, I believe it was, and this gentleman, he's the highest, like he's gotten the most payouts than anybody ever has. And this the very first thing that he said was the same exact strategy where that he used when he used to lose a lot is the same exact strategy that he's using that got him to the point where he was able to get like $2 million in payouts from evals. And that was so inspiring because that ties back into not strategy hopping. Somebody else could have gotten into this same trade, right? Hit stop loss. Now they're trying to jump over to a whole nother strategy. And it's like, if you're not going to be dedicated and really intentional about just sticking through the process, like the daily ICC method has gotten too many of us payouts, too many past evals. The 24 hours that we had over 100 people testing the daily ICC indicators, two people who let me know passed their evals. So it's like the daily ICC method is too good for me to be jumping ship to go somewhere else. Okay. So I'm here for a long time and a good time. All right. So if you're not a part of A Girl and Her Futures, I definitely recommend that you definitely need to be. And just to show you guys what some of the study material inside of A Girl and Her Futures looks like, I'm going to share that actually. Just to show y'all, like, we're not playing around, okay? I still have one more working on the workbook now. Yes, love it, love it. Yeah, I missed it already. Yes, she will be back soon, y'all. She will definitely be back soon. Let me see. You want to win some and lose some. Absolutely. Like, and you literally, y'all, I don't know. And it's like, I can't want that more for you than you want for yourself. Like, you have to come to grips. Like, I'm going to lose. But one thing, actually, I do have a pretty good piece of advice that I can give. You can't let anything have more control over you than you have over yourself. The charts are almost like robotic in a way. Like, they're robotic. Price is doing what it does. Of course, you got the market makers, whatever the case may be, institutions, the whole nine. Price is just doing what it does. It follows an algorithm. There's pattern recognition. There's liquidity. There's different components of it, but it's robotic. It's like price is just going to go where it's going to go. It's going to bounce off of levels, whatever the case may be. You have to be robotic in the same sense. So it's like nothing that's robotic should have so much power over you because there's no emotion tied to it. The market isn't out to get you. They're not trying to just, oh, they're out to get daily. It's like, no, the market is just doing what the market does. That's it. That's all. Yesterday, there were multiple TPs that were hit. Yesterday was a beautiful trading day for a lot of us. Of course, people that are still learning the daily ICC method. And then, of course, the psychology aspect, right? I don't know where a lot of people's psychology are. Everybody is on a different playing field at different times. So So you just have to stay consistent, you guys, stay at it and just continue showing up for yourself. And also do not get so bogged down on the days when price is just being a little wonky. It is what it is. The market, the charts, it's robotic. It's not out to get you. Nobody is trying to like, oh, there's some vendetta. You just gotta stay the process. Okay. So let me see. I do want to show you guys. Let me see. What do I want to show you guys? I have this page loading. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I know I can pull this up over here. Okay, so yeah. 1 second, y'all. I want to do full screen, do theater mode. So 1 second, I want to make sure StreamYard can see this as well. Take the line to avoid the TV. Oh yeah, that's true. Out of the 3 trades, Buzz Pass definitely would have gotten us. Buzz Pass got right to TP or close enough. I would have moved my stop down. Because we go for 1 to 2 for our wins. Our wins are where our losses. Yeah, that's so true. And that's the other thing as well. If you're new to trading and you're not familiar with risk to reward, those, let's see, 1 win makes up for 2 losses. So that's the other caveat as well, you guys. Shooting for 1 to 2. Something that we've been working on. Every single last one of these trades have hit 1 to 3. So the more that you're able to, of course, make per trade, right? Hitting 1 to 3. Basically, for every dollar, you're making $3. So that's very, very, that's what you want. That's why personally, I don't really like to go for 1 to 1. But yes, you guys. But I do want to show you all this. Like, this is how my videos are structured inside of, let me see. Yeah, this is how my videos are structured inside of the university. These videos are available for both free and premium members because I wanted the market structure videos as well as the liquidity videos, because these are like the foundations, right? Who am I to try to charge somebody for the foundations? I mean, you can go Google this stuff for free. But I wanted it to be packaged in a way where it's easy to understand. People, because I'm a visual learner as well, so I wanted it to be, easy to understand. People can know what to look for, so on and so forth. So all of my videos are annotated just like this. And I'm talking through the process, what to do, so on and so forth. So when I tell you guys, A Girl in Her Futures University is worth it. And then, of course, the premium where I'm fully breaking down the daily SEC method. And it's, it's just different. The way that we trade is different. Our entries are different. It's easier to understand. And, I wanted trading for myself to feel more simplified and easier to get an understand of, to grasp the concepts, not to be so convoluted and all over the place. And so, yeah, that's how I wanted to structure it. So I would say, you guys, if you're not a part of A Girl in Her Futures University, definitely, you will not regret it. We do have a 3-day free trial right now. You can come in, check it out, check out the material, and decide if it's the place for you, or if you want to be elsewhere. But y'all gonna love it here. That's all I have to say. But yes, you guys. So with that being said, we're gonna conclude here. It's 12:20. This is about the time I like to go on about my day. And then, if something shows up, it shows up. But I do want to make sure that this indicator can get pushed out to you guys come early next week, you guys. It's definitely going to be worth the wait, as stated. And yes, y'all. So with all of that being said, we're going to lock it down right there. So I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Definitely, if you're inside of A Girl in Her Futures our community. I will be sending out, I got some plans or some things I want to try out. So whoever can, make it, definitely show up. I will definitely let you guys know that, or what's to be expected this upcoming week. So yes, you guys, with that being said, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Hopefully you learned something new today. Again, take the weekend, relax. It's good to decompress from trading. I'm actually getting ready to work out. Yeah. Your girl is getting back in the gym. Okay. Hubby is about to get me right. But yes, you guys, so definitely enjoy the rest of your day. I will chat with you all in a few. You're so welcome, Krista. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me today. Yes, you guys. Make sure you guys give me a follow so you can stay in the loop as to what's going on pertaining to a girl and her futures. And I will chat with you all in a few. Peace. You're welcome, Sanaya.